Welcome to the Mutual Fund Review Series. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the Motilal Oswal 5-year GSec ETF. So what is this NFO all about? Well, this is a debt ETF. It basically invests into securities represented by the Nifty 5-year benchmark GSec index. So essentially, this index invests in 5-year government bonds. The premise of the fund is that it's got no credit risk because the holding is completely sovereign bonds, which means that these are Government of India bonds which are backed by the government, and hence there is absolutely no credit risk. The 5-year GSec segment is also a very, very liquid segment, and essentially with an ETF, there is no active management. You're essentially betting on the 5-year bond. There is absolutely no active management duration call that is being taken to say, shall we hold 3-year paper or shall we hold 7-year paper? It's very clearly going to be the 5-year GSec. Given that it is an ETF, the costs are extremely low. So should you invest? The first point to note is that the 5-year GSec currently trades at 5.05%, which means after taking into account the expenses, and there would be some amount of tracking error. Taking in account all of these things, you are looking at a return of about 4.75% and subject to long-term capital gains tax, that is if you hold for a 5-year period. The other issue that I find at present is that there is a huge amount of interest rate risk. Currently, the interest rates in the economy have been maintained at a low rate by the RBI, given all the concerns that we have around growth. But looking at the inflation numbers, looking at the fiscal deficit numbers, certainly the possibility of interest rates moving up in the next 1 to 2 years exists. And when the interest rates go up, certainly this fund will take a hit on its NAV. The other issue with a constant maturity fund is that it is a concentrated exposure into one segment of government securities. And to that extent, it could make the portfolio more volatile. My take, stay away. If this is a sweet spot to invest in at present, you would anyway find it in the other funds like the short duration funds, which I always recommended. So my take would be still go with the short duration funds for periods of above 3 years. And there is no real need to take a concentrated exposure into a constant maturity fund. We look forward to your feedback. Do click on the bell icon to subscribe. Till then, cheers.